Instead of just stirring curry powder into the pot, Jamaican cooks burn it first, and that one step changes everything. Today, we're making Jamaican curry chicken, and it's all about the curry powder and how you cook it. So what exactly makes it different? Turmeric, quite a lot. This will give us the signature golden yellow color, some earthy warmth, and a hint of bitterness. Cumin, to reinforce the earthy warmth with a bit of pungency. Cayenne or chili powder for some sharp heat, and to balance the heat and warmth, coriander for some citrusy floral brightness. And these four together form our turmeric-forward backbone. Now, the common Jamaican-style additions: pimento, or more commonly known as allspice, will add some sweet spice note, fenugreek for some savouriness and a hint of maple-like bitterness, black pepper for some sharp heat. Now, the character-defining move. We burn it. Of course, burn is a strong word. In essence, we're blooming the curry powder in oil, and three amazing things happen. One, the oil will take on the fat-soluble aroma and colour of the powder, later dispersing them in our curry. Two, the heat will deepen the flavours, waking up the curry, if I may. Three, we tame some of the heat-sensitive raw edge. That's why, with this method, we can afford to use a lot of turmeric. This step drives off the dusty, raw taste. If you want to go the extra mile, keep the oil at around 160 for the best result. Just a couple minutes. Now we lower the heat, chicken goes in. Traditionally, you would wash the chicken with vinegar and water, then marinate the chicken with your aromatics and half of your curry powder. Besides the salt slightly tenderizing the chicken, this will mostly season the surface. With supermarket chicken and for the home kitchen, I suggest we achieve the surface seasoning by coating our bird in the bloomed oil and achieve the salt tenderization by adjusting our cooking time and using a more forgiving cut. Today we have bone-in skinless chicken thighs, bone-in for body, skinless for fat control, and much better coating on the surface. Once you're happy with the color, and we're not browning the meat, that's not the flavor profile we're looking for. Aromatics in, starting with the onions. This will form our savory base and provide some subtle sweetness. The moisture from the onion will also immediately cool down the pan, protecting the curry powder. Optional scallion, a more savory, less sweet version of the onion. Grated ginger for some warm heat. Crushed garlic for some umami and sweetness. Optional fresh or dried thyme for some herbal lift. And Scotch bonnet, traditionally chopped, but if you have a low tolerance like me, just add it whole with maybe a tiny incision. We season with salt, about 1% of the weight of the chicken. You have the option to save and add half of your curry powder at this stage to mimic the marination and to have more layered aroma and freshness. Just enough water to cover half of everything. Some modern recipes call for stock or coconut milk for a bit more richness. Optional potatoes, which will also act as our thickener. And both the potatoes and the chicken will release quite a bit of moisture, so resist the urge to top it with too much liquid. Lid on, gentle heat, 30 minutes, stirring once or twice. Now, as you can see, the water level actually rose after 30 minutes. So now we adjust. If it's too dry, a dash of water, simmer with the lid on. In our case, without the lid, another 15 minutes. Once the consistency is between a soup and a paste, we're good to go. Bearing in mind, the starch from the potato will further thicken the sauce as it cools. Today, we made a curry, but the fat blooming technique can be used with many different spices. I hope you give it a try.